Make one change today, feel better about that, get a little momentum. Tomorrow, make another little bit, one change.
Hey, just a heads up, there's some explicit language used in this interview, so you may not want to have your kids in the room. Brought to you by the book Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life. Hi, thank you so much for being here. I'm Kirsten Bloomquist. I am the author of Power Now, and I am a clinical hypnotherapist. You can find me at www.feelingpowerful.com. Let's jump right in. Today, I'm going to introduce to you the man who was named America's Next Best Trainer by the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. Darin Steen is not only a personal trainer and a coach, he is a legend, as you will soon see for yourself. In fact, I met Darin in person a couple of years ago at a mastermind event. He was sitting next to me and I kept glancing at him and doing a double take, thinking it was John Cena from WWE. And when I told him that, he took off his shirt, flexed, and told me to take a selfie. And, well, the rest of the room lined up to get a picture with him too. This is just one of the interviews I did while writing my book, Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life. In today's episode, you will learn how to motivate yourself, how to get through tough times when you feel like giving up, and how to get into the best shape of your life. Get ready, your mind is about to be flooded with his contagious character and charisma. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you my friend and the legend, Darin Steen.
Woo woo! Hey, Kirsten, that was an awesome introduction, and it sort of rattled my memory cages because I sort of forgot about that. And so it was funny the way we got to know each other. And yeah, it's my pleasure. We become friends because we help each other, guide each other, professional ideas and opinions. So I feel really close to you. Yeah, how I like to be introduced. What I call if someone says, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, first of all, I'm a student of life." And I'm open-minded. I'm always learning. And number two is I'm a father, really, and a mother to two teenage daughters for the last 5 years because their mother's not in their life. And then after that, everything else just sort of flows after that. Those are my two big heartstrings. And then after that, I basically roll out the fountain of youth in the most genuine way that I can to inspire and inform other people how to personalize a small, simple, time-efficient plan that they can go towards becoming the best version of themselves. And that's pretty much sums it up right there. I'll use whatever avenue I can, talking to strangers in the street, writing books, charging super high fees to corporations, to individuals for 12-week transformations, or really doing it for free. I'd rather do it for free, but I charge high fees so I have more time to do it for free when I want to, where I want to.
Yes, and what a good point to bring up. Darin, you're someone that sees your worth, and you do have really high fees for some great transformation packages. So I want to get into the mental aspect of this, not so much the health and fitness aspect, but the mental side. So my book is about the mentality of a success mindset. And there's those days where we feel like giving up or giving in. So I want to get into your motivation, what helped you through any of those tough times, if you had any of them. So were there days where you didn't believe in yourself and you wanted to give up? And if so, can you give an example and tell us what went through your mind to help you get through that?
Wow. Oh my gosh. How much time do we have, Kirsten? So absolutely about 100 peaks and valleys on my path to being a full-time entrepreneur. I was raised by a blue-collar father. I was a blue-collar worker for UPS, driving a truck, raising a family of 4 with a single income. I was married at the time. And in 1988, I said, I can't do this anymore. And no offense to blue-collar workers, but a blue-collar dig and ditch mentality or working at a factory is very different than being an entrepreneur, especially today in this day and age. And the blue-collar jobs are, they're not as, everything changes. So in 2001, I left everything behind and started a new path. And on that new path, I've had 100 to 150 where I can't do this, I'm done, I got to go back and work for somebody else. And then I have a failed joint venture where I invested $20,000 in this exciting joint venture. We're going to change the world, and all of a sudden it doesn't work out, and I lost $20,000 and I can't feed my kids. So that's just a small example. There's many, many more where most people understand, they get it. It's ups and downs and ups and downs. And, quite simply, it goes back, I just said earlier to my mom and my client that's just finishing up here, and that is, it's the old Rocky thing. It's not how hard you can hit or how hard you can punch, but it's how hard you can get hit, because life's going to hit you in the kisser right in the nose, and you're going to water your eyes. You're going to fall to the ground on your knees. But the total key is, can you get up and just try a little bit one more time? Can you put your shoes on and go to work and go to your obligation the next day? Sometimes that's all we can do. What got me through my ups and downs and over 100 places where I thought I was not going to be able to continue was my mom telling me that, being that little positive mom voice in the ear. It's 5 or 6 friends that picked me up when I couldn't pay my own bills for over a year and feed my kids. It was a lot of things. I could go on and on and on. There's probably 15 to 20 things I could list right here, right now, besides the ones I just listed, that gave me a little hope not to take my own life or at least stop going towards thinking I could be a professional fitness trainer, author, creating a lucrative career.
Right. Yes. And so do you want to dive a little bit deeper into that? Because you mentioned there's some darker times, and then if you want to get into that and share, because that is such a relatable story for, I think, almost everyone.
I don't mind at all, because I'm on a really, really nice, strong path for about 4 months. But it seems ever since this breakup of my family, when you lose your house, your dream house, and you lose your 401k, and you lose your wife, which I needed to lose her. That sounds like a country song, but I really did. But when you lose your kids, aren't talking to you, and you lose your money, and you lose your house, and you have your business stolen from you from unethical people, and I lost my faith in God, and I lost my sanity, what else did I have left? And a lot of entrepreneurs can relate to that. I was as low as you can get. Did I take my Glock 45 that I inherited from my father and hold it up to my head? No, but I was thinking about it. So I remember the day that my best friend, I called him and said, you got to come get the Glock out of my apartment, because I have no use for anybody anymore. And he stayed in my apartment for about 8 hours. I was crying in the middle of the floor on my hands and knees. And he said, I'm going to take you to your mother's house in the hospital in a rural area and put you in the psych ward, and at least you won't hurt yourself, and go on medications. And if I would have done that, I'm not for sure if I could have ever pulled out of that. So I was trying to decide, was I going to let him, Randy, take me and put me in the psych ward? And I didn't let him do it. I said, I can push through. I can do this. But my mom's right here. She can vouch for everything. She was scared to death. She's probably still scared to death. When I quit UPS in 2001, August 5th, she's been freaked out ever since, most likely. And quite frankly, I've been freaked out ever since. I'm a little less freaked out now because I've had some success, but that's a little bit more of an insight to how dark it got for me, Kirsten.
I love that you share that, because like I said, it's so relatable. I shared with you previously how I went through several years of depression, and I had suicidal thoughts as well. And it's I think it's something that a lot of us are going to experience at least once in their lifetime, especially entrepreneurs. It can be difficult. We have big dreams, and things don't always go the way we want. Like you said, is life's going to kick us around a bit, right? So when I see someone like you, that you've been there in the trenches, got kicked around, and then you got back up, and now you are just, my gosh, you are soaring right now. I watch you on Facebook all the time, and of course, you're texting me every day telling me how you're doing, and I'm so excited for the success you are having. You are helping a lot of people, and so many people are changing their lives and changing their bodies because of you. So
thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you, Kirsten. My mom said when I was a little kid, I've always been a leader. I've been a dreamer, and I know the fast paces of today's society. It's counterintuitive. We think we can make a multi-million-dollar business with this right here, but in reality, we need to get away from it to regenerate and get close to Mother Nature and get away from the screen. It's going to ruin our mind. And do you know the U.S. of A. consumes 99% of the oxycodone drug and 80% of the world's drugs, the USA. Do you know more people die each year from opioid overdose than died in the Vietnam War total together? Life expectancy in the United States is shorter for the first time in the history of the world. Why is it? It's the fast-paced society. 200 years ago, we knew what was killing us. The lions and the tigers and the bears and the guy cutting our head off. But now what's killing us, we don't even know. And it's a tragedy, and it doesn't have to happen. My best friend of all time, my father, Kenneth Charles, lived too short and died too long. It was really, really tough. And I got to be careful because my mom's in the room right here. But you know what? It all ended okay, but it's really, really hard. And we did the right thing, and we had the help of hospice. But yes, there are genetic things that happen to us that we can't change. I don't like to label things. I don't like to say that we can't control things. And quite frankly, what I found is most people, even if they have to use the placebo effect, can go very quickly towards a healthier, more energetic, more confident version of themselves and get momentum and change their situation with their mindset. And that's why me and you have probably become such good friends, because you believe it too.
Yes, that's so true. And that's what I love about you, that you teach a lot about health and you teach a lot about mindset. So you're right, we connected on that. So with people, so with yourself being a success, and like you said, you overcame these dark times and you are now just triumphing through your life. Darin, is there any specific rituals or anything that you do to start off the day with the right mental attitude?
100%. This is where the magic happens, but we got to back up a little bit. The magic, when does the body create magic and go into REM sleep cycle and work very hard at organizing the onslaught of information throughout the day and work really hard at cleaning the file so we can get up for the next day? When does a healthy lifestyle start? With a good night's rest, correct?
Yes.
So why don't we start the night before, an hour before bedtime, and shut the technology off, turn the lights off, light a candle, and get off of technology. Go old school, write in a journal, write in a food log, read a book, burn some incense, get some sage, just do something different away from the technology. Write down in your journal, I'm going to improve my night's sleep so I can become healthier. Deep breathe, do nothing. And, okay, maybe not an hour. All right, I'm sorry, that overwhelms people. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's doable.
10 minutes, take some deep breaths. All right, Kirsten, do me a favor. Take a very slow, long, deep breath in the nose. And very slow, let it go. Out. Relax. One more time, big breath in. Now hold it for 5 seconds. Stay there. 4, 3, 2, put your hand on your heart and get in tune with the breath and exhale. All right, do that 2 more times, Kirsten, at night. That takes 2 minutes. You're going to sleep better. You're going to get away from technology. You're going to start to regenerate, and you're going to be able to wake up a little bit better chance of starting the day out to do well.
I see. I love this answer. Nobody that I've interviewed so far has given me this answer of starting the day off right by, ending the previous day right. And that's such a good answer.
100%. Now you want 2 rock star energy productivity hacks?
Of course, that was going to be one of my next questions. Is let's hear about these hacks that you have.
Ooh, I got 2 good ones.
Okay.
My mom's in the room, so I can't cuss. Okay, so the alarm goes off. What do the majority of people do?
Hit snooze.
Hit snooze. Loser. You just hit the first domino of a roll of dominoes that says I'm a loser. If you don't want to say it, you don't want to admit it, I don't care. I'm calling you a loser. And guess what? The domino rows keep going down on the loser feeling throughout the day, whether you want to admit it or not. So here's what we're going to do. I don't care if you got 3 hours of sleep or 2 hours of sleep or no sleep. The alarm goes off. Close your eyes and think like a kid and count 3, 2, 1. Blast off like the rocket off the launching pad. Go hit the off button on the alarm. Go in the bathroom. Take a tinkle if you have to. Throw some cold water to your face. Come back and give me 1 minute, okay? And you'll do 3 breaths like we just described. There you go. There's your hack. Guess what? You're going to be able to regenerate and you're not – Kirsten, if you hit the snooze, are you going to feel refreshed after you hit the snooze? Are you going to ever feel refreshed?
No. Okay. I tell people it programs you to procrastinate.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I'll do. around noon or 1 o'clock, I don't care if you're a blue-collar worker digging ditches or you're Kirsten, in a penthouse suite, in between clients, get an eye mask, get 2 earplugs in, and shut her down, lay down at noon for 20 minutes. Do the deep breaths I taught you, earplugs in, eye mask on, and even if you don't fall asleep, you're going to regenerate. So that's the reason. Knowing that makes you be able to get up in the morning and not hit the snooze and become a loser, because you're going to get 20 minutes of regeneration at noontime. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And I know Google does this at their workplace. They've got little nap pods for people because it increases productivity.
Yeah, if Google's smart, they're going to hire me as my information comes out about how to improve work performance for corporate wellness training. But that's a whole nother topic, because I'm better than the information they're giving their employees. I guarantee it. All right, energy hack number 2. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it.
All right, hot, cold water therapy. We've heard it before. What's the first thing that you're going to tell me? Well, you're not an average person. What's the first thing someone tells me when I tell them cold water therapy, cold shower in the morning? What do they say?
I don't like cold water.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your warm shower. You're going to feel great. You're going to shave in the warm shower, your legs, whatever you do. You enjoy the warm shower for 10 minutes. Guess what? The hot water heater is going to wear down a little bit, right? So when the hot water heater starts to wear down, your warm shower is done. You normally get out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me 5 more minutes. All right. So you turn it 1/4 of the way towards cold. Put your face in for 10 seconds. Put one nagging body part in for 10 seconds. Put the back of your head in for 10 seconds. That's doable, right? It's not even that cold.
Oh, doable for sure.
All right. And then turn it 1/4 more way to cold. Do it again. 10 seconds on your face. Do you want to improve the wrinkles on your skin around your eyes?
Everyone does, yeah.
This will work better than your most expensive lotions. I'm telling you. Do I look younger than a 52-year-old young guy?
Darren, I was going to say, you have no wrinkles on your face.
Woo, woo.
Your skin is so smooth.
This technique will help people's skin on their face. I guarantee it. All right. So then you go, just do the rounds. Troubled body part for 10 seconds. Back of your head for 10 seconds. Guess what? It's not even that cold now. Now you do it again. 1/4 way colder. Now here's the key on the last 2 rounds. When it's cold, embrace the coldness.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to kill you? No. Relax your breathing under the cold water. It's very doable. Kirsten, if you try tomorrow, you're going to send me a $200 check tomorrow, because you will be more energetic, more productive, and you will knock out some business. You'll make more money, and you'll be like, man, I owe Darin $200.
No, I agree with you. I've done this before. I've interchanged it between very hot, like as hot as I can take, to extremely cold, and I switch it every 20, 30 seconds for a few times. So it's
all right.
It's good. It pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and I guarantee if people follow this one all the way through, which is easy to do, that's one of the secrets to my success, Kirsten, in the last 4 months.
You are someone that has so much energy. You are so fit, so strong. Of course, it's it's so believable with you. Like, look at you. Your actions speak louder than your words.
Thank you. I knew that I had to role model role modeling the Fountain of Youth, if people were going to hire me and then in the future pay me big money. And they pay me big money. Why? It's not a payment. It's an investment. One reason why I'm so successful in my closing rate on my consultations for companies, training people on my station here, the transformation station, and online, is because I deliver a proven plan that's the Fountain of Youth. How much is the Fountain of Youth worth?
Oh my gosh, that's what everyone's looking for.
It's an investment. Don't spend the money if it's going to break your bank. But what most people do is they want me so bad, they want a piece of me so bad, they will go find the money. 6-month interest-free loan on PayPal. Will you radically change your body, lifestyle, life, and income in 6 months? Yeah, probably 3 months. So now go make more money, pay Darin. You're actually going to save money by hiring me.
Yeah. Especially when you're feeling good, you do better in life, right? It affects your confidence, your sleep, your relationships, your career, everything, for sure.
Absolutely. Kirsten, most entrepreneurs lose their health and their energy to make the money in their 30s and 40s. So what? They got a lot of money, but guess what? They didn't slow down and take care of themselves. All that money, and maybe more sometimes, goes back to trying to cure them of their sicknesses and diseases they get because they got entrepreneurial ADD. I and you, I want to give people the ability to have the best of both worlds and make a multi-million-dollar company and take care of themselves at the same time.
But being that my book is about your own personal power, what is your definition of the word power? Because a lot of people have issues with that word, right?
I think it's great question. Wow. I wish you'd have sent this to me before so I could have thought, but now I'm just going to have to go off my heartstrings. What is power? It's simple, Kirsten. Knowing that you're doing a lot towards becoming the best version of yourself, and you're going to inspire other people. Well, maybe other people's thing isn't inspiring people, so you don't have to inspire people or try. But if you're living a great life, you're going to inspire other people, and you are doing all that you can to optimize your time here on earth, and you're going to leave a legacy behind for your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, or strangers if you don't have any kids. And this is just this life here, and don't think that that doesn't echo for eternity in the afterlife. Period. End of story. That's true power.
Wow. Good answer off the top of your head. I love it.
Thank you.
So Darin, do you have any last minute tips for people how they can hack into the power of their minds and create the life they want, even though they might be going through times of disbelief in themselves?
Hold that question back 30 seconds to finish up. I know I can be intimidating. What I just said before that, I don't want people to be intimidated by me and think they got to live a great life. There's two types of personalities. One who's got to draw the line in the sand and say, no more. I'm doing this today, a la Tony Robbins or Darin Steen. But also, for people that's too overwhelming, some people that's too overwhelming. You know what? Make one change today, feel better about that, get a little momentum. Tomorrow, make another little bit, one change. Change one thing at a time, feel better about today than you did yesterday, and that's the magic secret sauce right there. Don't get overwhelmed. Anybody can do this, Kirsten. I'm nothing special.
Yes, I agree with you, and I love that you said make little changes, right? Because so many people, especially with diets and stuff, they're like, I'm going cold turkey, and I'm gonna do all these extreme things. They can't even stick to it for a day or two, and then they give up on themselves, right? So it's so important to take those baby steps. That's what everybody who's successful is saying to me is baby steps. So it's
right.
Great you brought that up.
Awesome. That's a great point. I'm glad you allowed me to make that. Now, the grand finale, the big question was, again, can you reiterate it?
Okay, so I asked if you have any last minute tips for people so you can teach them how to tap into their power, especially during those hard times they're going through. Do you have any other hacks you want to share? Any other tips or?
You know what? We got to do an hour another call because I got 20 techniques that will work great for them. Awesome. But if someone's in a bad spot, you got to hear somebody's voice say, "This will not last."
Yeah.
My mom said it to me, my number one person in my life. And it didn't sink in because I laid in bed. Kirsten, I laid in bed for a year and lied to myself and everyone else around me. When a man cannot feed his kids and cannot earn money, it's one of the worst things.
Yeah.
So I heard my mom's voice say, "This will not last." It's a phase, Darin. It's not forever. Your kids will talk to you in the future. You'll make money in the future. You'll come out of this. So you got to have a voice in your ear. I was lucky enough to have my mom and a few other people. Some people aren't that lucky. If you don't have a voice in your ear, you got to say it yourself. You got to know that there's something bigger than you. There's one person bigger than you. It's your God. And this will not last. You got to get out of bed and you got to take a step forward. So that's for someone who's in a really bad shape. I don't know if that's really that much help, but
that is, yeah.
You know,
I think along the lines of that is to reach out for help too, right? If maybe you don't have someone in your contact list. I was there, man. I was in the same position where I needed to hear that. I went through my contact list looking for someone, you know, who can be there for me, and that it made all the difference just to hear someone say it in their own voice instead of this voice in my head, right? I needed another voice to say it. So that's absolutely powerful.
Amen. I'm so glad you added that. I don't care if you got a Rolodex as big as mine or bigger than mine like Tony Robbins or as big as Kirsten's, or you have 10 people. It's not how many friends you have on Facebook. It's how many people you can reach out to and how many will call you back and do something for you. There's got to be one person that you feel has put out positive energy in the past that you can reach out to. Don't reach out to the negative Nelly, obviously. Reach out to the one person that you think is going to give you a little bit of a crutch for a day. All you need is a crutch for a day. And I'm here to say you don't really need anybody. You don't really need anybody, but try to find one person. Listen to if you like this interview, I'm here for you. You can use me. I will train you for free. Reach out to me. It's not hard to find me, and I'll help you.
Yes.
You can find somebody.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be including your contact information because, Darin, you have been a huge influence in my life over this past year as we've been getting to know each other. And, it's amazing. You send me voice clips telling me to believe in myself or today's going to be a good day, something so positive, and just hearing the energy in your voice, hearing your enthusiasm. Honestly, there's so many days where you have made my day just by sending something like that, where it's just, it takes a minute of your time, and then I listen to it and I'm like, dang, I've got such a good friend. So I highly recommend whoever's listening to this or watching this, do reach out to Darin. Find him on social media. He's an awesome person to follow. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, go on his website as well. Really get in touch with this guy because his energy is going to influence you and inspire you unlike anyone else.
Thanks, Kirsten. My energy comes from my heart. My mom said when I was 5 years old, I was doing the exact same thing. And some people might say, well, Kirsten's a beautiful, beautiful, smoking hot woman. Of course, Darin's going to help her, but I do this for strangers. I do this for guys. I got to protect myself because I got some obligations, but I do this for free for anybody. It's what I was born to do.
I believe you. You're very genuine, authentic, heartfelt. So I absolutely believe you. And I know that you do everything you can for people. I see that in your comments and everything like that. So Darin, how can people get a hold of you or get in touch with you? Share your social media links and your website.
I'll send them to you so you can put them at the end of this. But sure. As long as they know how to spell my name, DARINSTEEN, I'll hunt you down like a hound dog, white on rice. I'll find you. And I'll tell you what, the reason why my career is exploding and it's going to continue to explode with less valleys is this lady right here, my mom, Darin Steen, and she is a big influence in my life. She was raised with a very simple upbringing with not a lot of money and 10 siblings and the basics of how to slow down and grow your own food and do the old-fashioned things. And she is a big part of inspiring the people that follow me on the value of going old school at getting healthy again. So this is my mom.
It's always so nice to meet the big influencer behind someone as big and influential as Darin. So thank you so much for what you do.
Awesome. So, and Kirsten, if you want to put one website is my main blog, which is, it's not as exciting because YouTube's where I do this stuff. Woo! But my blog's articles, it's www.fatloss, FATLOSS, the word fat loss, lifestyle.com. And other than that, they can find me on social media.
Yes, and I will be putting the links up here. They will be below the video, and they will be included in the articles for sure because I want people to get a hold of you. Darin, thank you so much for your time. You are awesome. Keep rocking it. You are killing it right now with everything that you're doing. I know you are a very busy person. You've got some influential people, some big people calling you and booking multi-million-dollar deals with you. So thank you so much for being here and helping me to influence more people. We'll see you again soon.
You're so welcome, but here's a takeaway. You're right about all those things, but I actually am not that busy. I have more time now than I had when I was laying in bed and I was a loser and a loser. I'm sorry, never identify yourself as a loser or fat or low. It's just a symptom of the choices that you've made. And you got to take personal responsibility. Kirsten, what's the 10 most powerful 2-letter words in the world? If it is to be, it is up to me. Mm-hmm. Okay? But the fact is I have more time on my hands now than ever because when you go towards your best version of yourself in the sweet spot of what you were meant to do, the world slows down for you. And the world gets really small and it's not big and overwhelming because I'm going to meet you very soon and the world gets small when you're going towards what you're supposed to do in life. And I got all the time in the world, Kirsten. All the time in the world.
I love it. I do believe it, Darin. You are on fire right now, and I wish you more of this success, because you're up to some great things. So thank you again for being here.
You're welcome. Two last things. We're better together. Next level.
Next level, next level.
Woo! Are you feeling as pumped up as I am right now? Darin Steen was incredible, wasn't he? I would love to know, what was your biggest takeaway from the show? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. From knowing Darin, I can truly say this. He lives and leads from the heart. He has fitness plans you can do from at home, by the way. Reach out to him on Facebook and say hi. I've included the link below. Thanks so much for listening, and a huge thank you to Darin for being here and sharing his awesome words of advice. Now is the time to step into your power and step up to the next level. Be sure to pick up your copy of my book, Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life at www.feelingpowerful.com. See you next time.